my question is that when you attempt to address a disparity, what do you do different? And what have you done to perpetuate those disparities? Can you speak to, if you can, the role that you feel the Madison Police Department has played in the disparities that we see in Dane County?
The role we have played, I start out, you weren't here at the beginning, I started out by commenting and lauding the backbone and the character of the people that I select and the caliber of which they come. And I don't apologize for the selection process because it's inclusive, it's comprehensive, it deals with ideology in essays and in oral boards, and it incorporates references from the citizens that represent the city of Madison. There's a vetting process, there's a process that goes far beyond the academy to talk about unconscious bias, cultural competencies, cultural sensitivity, race in the police, Project Innocence. We talk a lot about the social sciences that lead to root causes of these disparities. But at the end of the day, there's nothing in and of itself that I can wave my magic wand and provide to you what is it that's broken manifestly that I can point to that I'm willing to fix overnight. We're looking at a whole bunch of stuff, and we are trying to the extent that we can to elicit community stakeholders to tell us what they think needs improvement, which is why part of the reason I'm here. But no, I think that one of the problems has been in the way that the dialogue has gone on is that while some have said we're really concerned about how African American men are being profiled in the neighborhoods, I'm also concerned about who's speaking up for the fact that, and actually African Americans are 7% of our demographics based on the last census. Why is it that 32% of our African Americans are victims? Why is the victim rate 4 times what it should be? We're always concentrating on offenders. I'd like us to spend some more time with those who are victimized and why, and how we can help them better too.
Well, I don't see any problem in doing that.
Good.
However, to my question, you mentioned that there's a role that the Madison Police Department plays.
Right.
And I mean, you proceeded to talk about your top of the line training program. I'm not saying that your vetting process needs changing.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I'm getting at. I would assume that it does, if that's part of what plays a role in perpetuating these disparities. I'm mainly speaking to the fact that here we are attempting to, I hope, address these disparities, and I'm not hearing how you feel Madison Police Department plays a role in those disparities. You've already said that there is a role that's played, but I'd like to know what your viewpoint is. I have my own views.
I express my views in the sense that I think sort of things that are going to bring about constructive across-the-board change are some of the legislative initiatives that I'm willing to lend my name to and go up and to lobby for those issues. I'm looking at the big picture. I can't look at everything all at once. I have to look at those things that I have some control over.
Okay.
And that's the bottom line, is that I don't think I'm going to be able to ever meet with a lot of folks' expectations. I can only say I'm going to try.
I respect that.
Thank you. I do have to start the table.